Good morning once again. Please join fast so that we will start our lecture. Only 20 participants have joined to this meeting. There are total 75 students in our class. Okay, so 27 have joined to this meeting. Okay, so more than 35 students have joined to this lecture. So we will start. Let me share the screen first. I have shared with you the screen. Is it visible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last two lectures, we discussed about the importance of English language and what is language, why it is necessary, and what is its use. Okay, so it is used for the communication purpose. Uh, Generally, language is the medium of communication. Okay, medium through which we communicate with the people whom we are speaking to or whom we are communicating to. So language has its importance, and it was this English language was brought up by the British people, okay, Britishers, to rule over this country. So we Indians were uh, the colonies of the Britishers, and through the historical efforts, they brought this language here. They made this language compulsory in the syllabus, and that took place in the 19th 18th century, 19th century, mid 19th century it took place. And they the Britishers uh, made it compulsory language for learning, and they included it in our syllabus. Also they started the various examinations, okay, like ICS, Indian Civil Services, okay, at that time. And now we are uh, we know that there are names like IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS. So these are the exams uh, which based on, or which uh, was started in 18th century, 19th century itself by the Britishers in India. And the name at that time for these examinations was ICS, means Indian Civil Services. But now it's changed as IAS, Indian Administration Services, IPS, Indian Police Services, IRS, Indian Revenue Services. Okay, so these are the examinations. They started in the mid 19th century. Uh, uh, and they also imposed their language, that is English language. They included it in our syllabus after the revolt of 1850s. Okay, after the revolt of 1850s they made these changes for their ease in administration. To handle administration, they uh, there was necessity of the manpower, okay, and that's why they taught this language to we people, and they administrate, or they administer our country, okay. So that's why they brought this language, and they taught this language to us. So it is now become a global language, and we can say that uh, it is the most important foreign tongue, okay. It is most important foreign tongue. It is most important foreign language we are learning in these days. There are many other tongues also. There are many other languages also, like French or German or Spanish or Italian, but these European languages are not that much influence. Okay, they haven't influenced the world, but this English language uh, has the influence over all of the world. Okay, so that's why it is important to learn this language. So uh, in the last lecture we have discussed about it. We discussed about the importance of language. Why do we learn English language? Okay, we have discussed it. There was also one of the reason, and that was the that is the globalization. So globalization make it easy. Okay, globalization made it easy that we come close to each other. We are uh, uh, communicating with each other. Okay, I'm here, I'm taking lecture from uh, one of the class, and you are listening this lecture at your home itself. So why it is possible? It is possible because of the network revolution, okay, internet revolution, and that happens because of the globalization. So the globalization makes this easy, okay, for us to be in a connection or to be in a contact with each other. So this takes because of the globalization. And without communication, it is not possible. Okay, so that's why we learn the language. So we also discussed about the reasons to learn this language, and they are, if you want to uh, uh, get a job. Okay, if you want to get a job at the uh, IT sector, okay, IT sector, or at the construction sector, or building infrastructure sector. Okay, so if you want the job in these fields, industrial fields, okay, industrial fields, it is necessary to speak uh, this language. Okay, it is necessary to speak or use this language while you are speaking to someone, or you are speaking to your customer or other people. Okay, so that's why it is essential for work. Then it is the universal language. So we have discussed it, that it is universally accepted language. Then it will open the door of new culture. So different cultures are there in the world, and if you want to get the knowledge of that culture, you will get that knowledge only after getting access to the language. Okay, but we can't learn the language of their these people, different countries. Okay, and they can't translate it into our mother tongue. So this is the problem, and for minimizing or for removing this problem, we have to use a common international language, and English is the common international language. It is also called as a lingua franca. Okay, so that's why English made it easy to learn the different cultures and different traditions which are at the different countries. Okay, so that's why it becomes important. Then for traveling purpose also, you will travel comfortably uh, when you are traveling to the foreign countries. Okay, so in the foreign countries, the common tongue which you will use, or it will be beneficial for you when you are using this English language for the communication. Okay, and if you are using there your mother tongue, then if that person is native to India, then he will speak to you in that language. But if he is not native to India, then it becomes difficult to form a communication. Okay, so that's why it becomes the uh, important. Then next we have seen that it's the most open language. So many of the words in this language are added from different languages. Okay, words from different languages, different countries. Okay, they are added in this language, and that is why it is called as the most open language. So now also at this uh, moment also, they are adding the words, different words from different languages. Then see the next point, that is, it is the language of art and literature. So we have discussed it in the last lecture. So literature, if you want to study or if you want to know about the literature, it becomes possible. When it become possible, it become possible when you will study it, okay, in English. Okay, you will study it in English and you will translate it in your mother tongue or your own language. But you must have the knowledge of this language, English language, for getting the meaning of that literature. So it becomes possible only if you are aware of this language, you know this language. Then it's also the eliminates the language weaknesses. This is also one of the fact. Okay, so that's why these are the reasons that we learn this language. Then also we have discussed about the importance and need of the English language. So we will not repeat it once again. Okay. Also, we have discussed about the English as the international common tongue. Yes, we have to discuss it once again because it's the most important point. Okay, so there are several factors which makes this language essential for communication in our current time. So first of all, it is the most common foreign language. So only this language, English language, is the most common foreign tongue or foreign language. No other language is that much common, okay, which is spoken all over the world. Take for example, there are few speakers of French language, or there are only few speakers of Italian language, or Spanish language, or other European languages, okay. But English has the most uh, speakers in the world, okay. English has most speakers in the world. You can find this language spoken by or spoken at each and every country, okay. So not other language is as much common as this language, okay. So this means when two people from different countries will meet, or usually when they meet to each other, they will only use this language for the communication, okay. So this is also called as the common language to communicate, okay. And that is why this is also called lingua franca. So I have discussed before few minutes, okay. So this also this is also called as lingua franca, means connection language. This language is connecting other languages with you people. Then next is everyone, that's why everyone needs to learn the language in order to interact at international level. So we if you want to interact with the people from different countries or from different international level, then we will interact, or it is possible to us to interact with them only if we are known with this language, okay. We can speak this language, then only it will be possible. Then see the next language of education. So it is also the language of education. So all of us know that our syllabus is written, our books of different subjects are written in this language, and no other language is used for writing purpose, okay. You also write your answers in examinations in English language, okay, because it is the most accepted language, and the language of medium that you have selected for writing the paper is only the English language, and they won't accept your own language or Marathi language or other regional languages. So it is also called as the language of education. So more than 90% of the subjects are written in this English language, okay. And because it is the dominant language in sciences and engineering field, most of the research and studies you will find in any scientific field has been written in it as well. So most of the scientific researches that you see on each and every day, there are many researches happen, okay. There happens many researches in the world, and most of them get published, okay. Most of them get published in the research papers, and they only use English language for publishing them on the international level or international stage. So we can't, or we don't we can't use this uh, or we can't use our language our own mother tongue for writing international papers. Okay, for writing international papers, we have to choose, we must have to choose this English language for a writing purpose. So that's importance this language has. Okay, so it's the most dominant language in sciences field, and also it is dominant in arts field and engineering field also. Okay, then at the university level, students in many countries study almost all their subjects in English as a medium in order to make the material more accessible to international students. So see this point at the university level. So you, all of you are at the university level. Okay, so you are undergraduate students now, and when you will complete your graduation, you will be or you will apply, okay, for the post graduation. This is your undergraduation course, and after completion of this you will be able to apply for the post graduation course. So thing is that university level students, okay, in many countries, so including our India also, almost study their subjects uh, in English language as a medium of communication or medium of education. Okay, so this language is the language of education. Then next we have discussed is travel and business. So for traveling purpose or for business purpose, this language is also used, okay, for traveling and business purpose. So if we are having good understanding of this language and we are able to communicate in this language or by using this language, then you will get any type of job in this traveling and business field. Okay, so that's happen because of this language. Okay, because it is the international language for foreigners. So it is the international language. English is the international language, and it is not limited for the England or Britain only, okay, or America only. It has spread all over the world, and all over the world it is used either as a first language or second language. Okay, so that happens because of the dominance of this language. So English skills also will help you in any business venture. Okay, so if you want to start any type of business, or if you want to follow any type of business, it becomes possible only when you are uh, speaking or you are using the English language for growth of your business. You will grow your business when you will grow your business when when you will start your strategies or business strategies. Okay, the advertisement of your business uh, in English language. Okay, so for getting the international fame, okay, for getting the international fame, if you want to grow your business at an international level, then it becomes possible when you are advertising it. You are making your advertisement of your business in English, and you are reaching the uh, you are reaching to the what we can say, people. Okay, you're reaching to the group of people, many people. So when it possible, it will be possible only when you are well known with the fact that English is the important language for you. Then then we have discussed about any big company. So any type of IT company. Okay, any type of IT company or multinational company, MNC, they will hire their professional staff after getting to know whether the people they are hiring are good at English or not. So they are checking your knowledge of the English language. Okay, they will check you about your proficiency in this language. Okay, are you able to communicate with the help of this language? They will check you. Are you able to use this language for speaking purpose or for writing purpose? They will check you. Okay, and after that they will hire you and they will pay you more amount if you are able to contact or communicate with them by using this language. So it's the most important fact, and it's the entrance of your job. Okay, it's the entrance. I will say it as entrance of your job. You will enter or you will get any type of job if you are able to speak this language or you are able to communicate with the help of this language with the people who are your colleagues or who are your seniors or juniors. Okay, so different type of MNCs will only hire you when you can be able to speak with the help of this language. Okay, so this is about the travel and business. Then yes, companies who want to function at an international level only consider their staff well educated if they are good English speakers, writers, and readers. So the need for them is, if you are good English speakers, if you are able to write with this language, and if you are able to read this language, okay, with the help of this language, then you will be selected at an international level job also. So that's why this language is or it becomes the important language. So this is about the travel and business. Then see the next point. Next point is resources make learning English easy. So for learning English, it becomes possible. When it becomes possible, it becomes possible when we are using the resources regarding this language. And what are the resources? There are millions of resources we will find on the internet. Okay, and in the library also we can find thousands of resources regarding this language. So if you are using library of our college, then you will find there are many books which are related to the uh, to the personality development or regarding your technical subjects or regarding different arts and um, science subjects. Okay, you will find them and you will get the resources when you are searching them in the library. Even you are using grammar books from your first standard itself, okay, for learning this language. So that's why it is included in your syllabus from the first standard itself or from KG itself, and you will have to take its support. You will have to take its advantage. Okay, you will have to take its advantage up to your PG course. Okay, so for doing PG also, it will be possible for you only when you are using this language, you are learning this language from the first stage itself. Okay, so it won't be any type of there won't be any type of barrier uh, to start the or to start speaking in this language. Okay, so you can start it at your own level. If you are speaking to yourself also, start thinking and using this language with you. Then you will start speaking with your colleagues, your friends, your family members. Okay, so you will get oh, so you will get the practice when you are using this language with your parents or with your family members you are speaking it with. Okay, so that's why there is the importance of this language, and for learning this language, resources are the most important part. You will get them on online also. Okay, so if you want to get them, you can find on Google also, many resources are there regarding this language, or you can follow the YouTube videos. So every day there are millions of videos that get pop up on YouTube regarding this language. So try to watch them, try to follow them. Okay, for betterment of your language, for betterment of your speaking skills. Okay, so that will also make your personality better. Okay, so that's why there are millions of resources we can find on the internet and in the library also. So the condition is that as soon as you decide you want to learn, there are thousands of resources on the internet and in the bookstores. So I'm not just talking about lessons and grammar books. So you will find lessons and grammar books at each and every store in the market. Okay, so that's the most important part. You will find grammar books at each and every store in the market, but only following the grammar books and not speaking or not using this language for the communication purpose, you won't get any type of practice regarding this language. So you have to practice speaking with your, either you can practice it with your parents, your family members, or you can practice them with your friends, you can practice them with your colleagues. Okay, so this is the fact that we have to keep in mind. You can supplement traditional learning materials, so with children's TV shows and books. Okay, so if you are getting problems regarding this language, if you are watching the children's TV shows, okay, which are the children's TV shows? The Cartoon Networks. Okay, so channels like Cartoon Networks, Pogo. If you have that channels on your television playlist, then you can watch them also, but condition is that you have to watch them Someone please mute your microphone. So for supplement purpose, okay, supplementary purpose, you can use children's TV shows like Cartoon Networks, or like their uh, educational channels also you can follow. Okay, so there are many educational channels on the Dish TV or cable. Okay, cable also, they are providing different children's TV shows, different educational channels regarding children's. Okay, so you can follow them also, you can see them, and you can also uh, read books of these children. Okay, so you can start with the first standard book also, or fifth. Okay, but you have to read only in English. Okay, only use the books which are having the medium in English medium. Okay, so don't use Marathi medium or other medium books for reading purpose. Okay, for getting betterment of this language, okay, for getting proficiency of this language, you will have to read the books of English. Okay, so you can start with the first standard or fifth standard also, and you will get there much more data you can get from the books. So you can supplement traditional learning materials. So traditional learning materials means the books, educational books. Okay, and with children's TV shows and books, and you can supplement them with your children's TV shows like Cartoon Networks, Pogo. But only condition is that you will have to listen to them or watch these channels uh, in English. Okay, you can also watch different Hollywood movies. Okay, so there are many Hollywood movies also. You know that there are many Hollywood movies that are having English language. Okay, so you can watch them, but you will have to do one thing, that use English subtitles. Okay, for watching the different movies, use English subtitles so that you will read that content, and you will read their dialogues, and what they are speaking you will understand it by English subtitles. So that you will have to do. Then I suggest, means I will suggest you that watching as much TV as you can possible. So I won't suggest that watch as much TV as you can. I will suggest to you minimum 1 hour you will have to keep for your TV. Okay, so watch TV news. Okay, television news in English. Okay, watch television news in English for getting the knowledge of this language, or for uh, knowing what is happening around you. You will have to watch television news, but only select English channels. Okay, English television news you will have to watch in English with English subtitles. So you will have to use or you will have to watch TV news or English news with English subtitles, and you will pick up conversational English in no time. So after watching different TV shows, if you are reading something, some content regularly, if you are reading some books, if you are watching children's TV shows, then it will become possible that you will start speaking in English. Okay, and for that you will have to make your conversations with the help of this language. Okay, so this is about the resources make learning English easy. Then see the next slide. It is also the language of internet and press. So you know that you are accessing the internet each and every day. Okay, you use Google for, or you use Google as a search engine. Every day you use it, you will have to use it because there are many resources you can find on Google itself. So most websites you can find them, they are having their content. Okay, most of the websites are having content written in English language. So when you search any word at the Google, you will find there are many links which get pop up when you start searching. And you will find that most of the content is written in English language and no other language they are using. So most of the content you will find it in English language. Even sites in other languages offer them the option to translate the site. So you can find that there is also the option of translation. Okay, there you can find the option of to translate the site. uh, it may be from English to Marathi, or it may be from English to Hindi, it may be from English to Gujarati, it may be from English to Tamil. So you can translate the content also and understand the meaning. But better way is that for learning purpose, you will have to use English as a language. Okay, and while it becomes only possible when you are using the English language for each and every purpose. Okay, so that's why we can find the content uh, regarding our syllabus or regarding our study on the internet, which is written in the English language. And it is also the language of press. Okay, so it is the primary language of the press. So what is the meaning of press? Press means what? Press means newspapers. Okay, newspaper media. Okay, writing media. Press is also called as written media. It is not we can say that digital media. Okay, it is written media. We uh, on each and every day we need to uh, read newspaper. Okay, we need to read newspaper, and for that it is also used, this language is also used for uh, editing purpose in the newspaper. So that's why it is called as the language of press. More newspapers and books are written in English than any other language. So you can find there are many books and newspapers, they are written in this English language, and no any other language they have used for writing purpose. And no matter where you are in the world, and you will find learning material of English language easily. So if you are not in your country, if you are at the foreign country, okay, so when you start walking on any street, you will find that there are footpaths, and you will find there are many street hawkers. Okay, or there may be short small book stall you will find there uh, at many corners of any country. Okay, so you will find there are many books you can find there. and they are written in English language. So when you went to Pune also, you will find there are many street hawkers. They have put their small stall of books on the footpath. Okay, so that's why it is the most important language. It is the language which is used for the internet and press. May it be written press, okay, right, written press, or may it be digital uh, media, okay, may it be digital media. So on the TV shows also, there you can find there are many news channels. They are debating, or they uh, use English language for the debate purpose, okay, and that's why this is the primary language of the press and digital media. So more newspapers and books are written in this language than any other language. And no matter where you are in the world, and you will find learning material of English language easily. So you will find the material regarding this English language easily more than our language. Okay. So due to these reasons, English becomes the most important language. So this is the last point of this topic. Then taking summary, moving towards the summary of this chapter, what we understood from this chapter is English is a language of business, because we do our business, or we can grow our business only after we get the fame, international fame. Okay, so there are many international businesses, okay, like automobile industry, okay, then uh, businesses like automobile industry, then uh, we can say that electronics, okay, electronics equipments, okay, equipments, or electronic devices, like, or electronic gadgets, okay, gadgets, we can say that gadgets like iPhone, then mobile, okay, laptops, computers, okay. So for business purpose, or for growing the business, like these, okay, electronics business or any type of other business, automobile industry, we have automobile industry in Pune, okay. So we can find that they use English language for interview purpose, or when you become the part of their company also, when you get any type of posting regarding senior engineer or supervisor, like these posts, so you will have to use English language for communication with your colleagues. Okay, so for business purpose, it is the most important language. Then it is the language of education. So all of you know that we are taking education, we are learning this educational material from KG to PG. Okay, from KG to PG, we are learning it, and we are using it by using this language, by accessing this language. So it is the language of education. Then knowledge and learning. So it is also the language of knowledge. How we get knowledge? We get knowledge when we read, and we read the books which are in English, or which are in our mother tongue also. We get knowledge from them. But for getting the international level, or for getting the international knowledge, we have to use or we have to learn it from English. Okay, so the next point is traveling. So you will traveling becomes easy or comfortable when you are well known with this language. You are able to speak this language. Then the next is job opportunities. So you will get the job opportunities in the campus interview. Okay, in the campus interview, uh, they took their uh, employees. Okay, they pick you when you are able to speak this language, you are able to communicate with the help of this language. Okay, they will see how much you have the knowledge of this language, how much or how you can be able to speak or communicate with the help of this language. So it's the job opportunity. Then the window to the world. So window to the world means what? Through this window we are uh, getting the knowledge of all over the world. So it is also called as window to the world. Then internet and press, it is the language of internet and press. Then it is the language of science and engineering and globalization. Last is what? Globalization. So these are the fruits we are taking advantage of listening lectures from home. I'm taking lecture from college and you are listening to it by sitting at your home. These are the advantages of globalization, and English language made it easy for you. So that's the different points that are related to the uh, English language and spoken English skills. So this chapter ends here itself. We will continue our chapter. Okay, parts of speech. We have learned different parts of speech in the last month. Okay, ATT program, and we have completed 4 to 5 parts of speech, and uh, we were discussing about the prepositions or conjunctions. Okay, so we will start with there itself. Okay, we won't repeat noun pronoun once again. We'll start from pronoun preposition. Okay, so only 5 minutes have left. I will have to mark your attendance. Let me mark your attendance, and thereafter you can leave this meeting. Okay, so I have marked your attendance. How many students are there in your class? Hello?
77.
77. Okay. So I have marked your attendance. There are more than 56. Okay, so it's almost 12. So thank you for joining this lecture. We will end this meeting here itself. Okay, we'll start the remaining part of the next chapter, that is part of speech. Okay, we have completed up to I think prepositions. Okay, so we'll start from there itself. If you are having any doubt, or your number or your number is not included in this group, you can tell to your CC and include your roll number in this roll call list. Okay, so you will have to call your CC and ask them about your roll number if you haven't got any roll number. So thank you for joining this lecture. We will stop here itself. Okay, you can leave this meeting now.